Um, I've been getting into improv lately.
Are we finally going to perform at Yuck Yucks?
We're gonna do yuck yucks, but I wanna try out a bit that I've been working on first. Okay.
All right, hit me with it.
Do you know what the first rule of improv is? It's the first question. This is
Um,
not the bit yet. I'm just doing my. I'm asking you
you,
if you know
you
the
don't
first rule
prep
of
it
improv.
beforehand?
No, no, no. The first rule of improv is you can't say no.
Uh huh.
It's yes and comedy. And so, since I'm setting up the scenario, you have to just go with it, right? You can't change my scenario. You have
Wait,
to
yours
yes.
is also scenario based?
You have to yes and
Okay,
me.
yeah.
Okay.
Okay, yes,
So,
and
okay.
I
So,
feel like I'm not going to like this.
okay. The situation is I've abducted you in the middle of the night. I've hogtied you, and I put some. Your mouth is like there's a gag in your mouth. There's a bag over your head. You don't know where you are. All you can tell is I'm going really, really fast. I'm driving really fast in my dirty white van. Okay,
Uh
and then
huh.
all you hear. This is what you hear over there. So you can't. All you can go. All you can do is just make muffled screams. Okay. You can. You can't even. You can't. All you can do is shift around in your
Wait, so
hog tie.
I'm in the back?
You're in the
Okay.
back. You're tied
All right.
up. All you can scream, but it's like muffled screaming. Okay,
Uh huh.
so you can't do anything. You're
All
completely
right.
immobilized. Remember, it's yes and this is what you hear. Okay. You
Kind of jamming out.
can't. You have to remember. You can't say anything.
Oh.
All you can do is muffled scream. When you before
Mm-hmm.
you look you in the eye.
Mm-hmm.
And look you in the eye.
Mm-hmm.
You're just like an angel. I turn to you. You're just like an angel. Your skin makes me cry. I'm looking right at you. I'm not looking at the road.
Uh-huh.
Feather. My
Mm-hmm.
hands are on the wheel. In a beautiful world. I wish I was special. I'm looking right at you. I'm not even in my chair anymore. Fucking special.
Mm-hmm.
We're veering off the road. What the hell am I doing here? I don't belong here. I don't care if it hurts. That's a bit.
That was a good bit. You hyped that up a little bit too.
I thought that's pretty good. So first improv, you did pretty well. I mean, you talked a few times, but it's because you're new. But I mean, I'm
Mm-hmm.
really into improv space right now.
All right. So, hello everyone. Welcome back to the Mostly Mediocre podcast. This is our weekly podcast. We've never skipped a week.
We're going on
This is
1,000 weeks
episode
strong here.
1,000 weeks strong. It's like leg day. We never miss.
I don't think I've ever done leg day.
So I'm Yash,
I'm Henry,
and
and welcome
welcome.
to the Mostly Mediocre podcast.
So I kind of like that your opening bit was scenario based because my bit for this podcast is also like that. So it's a little bit of role play, okay?
I love roleplay.
Now I'm gonna put you in a scenario, and I want you to just act like yourself. I want to see how you deal with this.
Okay.
So I've been watching a lot of movies. Um, Let me see what my count's up at right now.
For
For
the
the
year
year,
or forever?
for the year. You make a guess.
I think last time we talked, it was like 250. So it must be like three. Must be like 400 probably.
380. I'm at 380.
380.
Okay. So
That's
I've been watching a lot of good movies, but I've also been watching a lot of horror movies.
horror or
Horror,
horrible
horror
horror movies.
of
Okay.
varying quality, and
Yeah.
also disaster movies. Now I want to put you into like both situations, like a disaster movie
Yeah.
and a horror movie.
Okay.
And I want to see how you deal with the situation because I feel like you're a smart person. You're pretty rational. Now, Have you seen like all the climate change horror movies, like 2012, The Day the Earth Stood Still, and everything? Geostorm.
I've seen 2012 and I've seen The Day the Earth Stood Still. No, isn't it The Day After Tomorrow? You think of
No,
that?
no, no, that's a different movie. Oh
Day
wait, no,
After
it's Day
Tomorrow.
After Tomorrow. Day the Earth Stood Still is, I
It's
think, a
like the
different thing.
Alien. Yeah.
Yeah, okay, never
I've
mind.
seen those. I haven't seen the newer ones like Greenland and all those
So
ones.
I've seen all of them. Okay, every single one, and I've been doing some thinking, and I want to know what happens. Like even Moonfall, that doesn't quite count, but disaster. Okay, so first scenario, you're a scientist.
Okay.
You
I'm a
obviously you're
scientist. All right.
married. You're married, but you're divorced. This is a common trope. I
Wait,
found that in
I'm
most
married
disaster movies.
and
Well, okay.
divorced. I was
Well, you're
married.
separated. You're
Okay.
separated now. You have 1 to 2 kids.
Okay.
I found that in most disaster movies, the main character is separated from their partner, and throughout the entire movie, we'll get to it.
Yeah.
But you're divorced, and you're a scientist,
Hmm.
and you have now found
Okay.
irrefutable proof that there's going to be some sort of massive disaster on a never before seen scale that's going to wipe out human civilization.
Okay.
Now,
Oh my god.
you live in, let's say, we'll say in Canada. So you live in Scarborough,
I live in Scarborough,
Scarborough,
Canada.
Ontario, right? And your partner is in New York. Okay, they're with their new partner. Sorry, your ex partner and their partner. He's a really
Mm.
nice guy. He's a venture capitalist. Makes big banks.
Mm.
So there's a little bit of tension, right? Now, what do you do? Uh, Your few goals is one, you want to survive, and two, you want to save your family. Now, like I said, you found out irrefutable proof that you found that the world's going to end. What do you do first?
Oh my god. I call. I go there. I'm gonna go to the house. I'm gonna go to my ex-wife. My separated. Are we separated?
You're separate. I think you're probably divorced. Probably divorced.
Okay, we're keep getting calls. Um, are you the person? Are you my ex-wife?
I'll act. I'll act. I'll act the other characters. Hello.
Sarah, Sarah, it's me. Sarah, it's me. Henry.
What are you doing here? What are you doing here?
I was
We have a restraining order.
I was looking at the numbers. It's gonna be like 1,000 Krakatoas. It's gonna be big. There's a
What are
bunker.
What are you
There's a
talking
bunker.
about?
They're building a bunker. They're building a bunker underground.
What in tarnation are you
You
talking
got
about?
where are the kids? The kids here? Where are the kids?
Yeah, you aren't allowed to see the kids. It's not your visitation.
Their skin's gonna fall off.
Your skin?
No, my kid's skin is gonna fall off if we don't get out
What
of
are
here
you
right now.
talking about?
The bees are gonna come out of the earth.
You're already violating the restraining order.
There's the seismic activity. The bees are gonna come out of the earth. The bees are gonna come out of the ground. They're gonna fucking eat my kid's skin if we
Hey,
don't get out of here right now.
so I've closed the door. I've closed the door, and I'm calling the police. Okay. So, um,
Sorry. Sorry.
so the police are coming. Police are coming. Okay. What do you do? Do you stay? Do you stay right now?
I go up to officer. I was officer. I'm a highly respected scientist. I just came to see my wife. There's actually some big things going on. Um, we were just having a discussion. Nothing's going on here. You guys. I know the chief. It's all good. You guys can just. I know Dan. You guys can just go on your way. This has nothing a big thing. It's all good. I swear. It's all good.
Okay. Well, all right. So I guess police go away. But here's the thing. Now,
Sarah.
now you haven't given Sarah any evidence. You've just come raving at her door.
Is Sarah a scientist?
Uh, no,
How do I
she's
convince her that my data shows that
she owns
billions of bees are?
a yoga gym.
She owns a yoga gym.
Yeah. A
How am I
yoga
going to
gym.
convince her that like a billion bees are going to come to the ground and eat my kid's skin if we don't go to the bunker?
I thought it was Krakatoas.
But it's that many bees, but it's like 1,000 Krakatoas.
Okay, all right.
It's the same scale. It's like there's like the seismic scale, and there's like it's equivalent to 1,000 Krakatoas on my bee apocalypse scale.
Now, I'm gonna be honest. The direction I was gonna take was a flood.
How?
But
Okay.
bees work too. Bees work too. Okay. There's a flood and there's bees. Okay.
They're like fishes.
Or like fishes. Okay. Fuck it. Okay. Your
Okay.
wife leaves you, I guess, because like you're just gonna stand at her door, scaring the shit out of their children, giving them like PTSD for when they grow up. Okay, your wife leaves you. Now what do? You have your wife. You have your two kids. She's like your teenage daughter. She's always on her phone. She's like kind of
Yeah.
cranky and angry at you. And one's a young boy.
Yeah.
He has some sort of weird telekinetic powers or like telepathic powers.
Can you stop the bees? Oh, and
Well, like he's seen the visions. Like he's seen the
oh,
visions. He
he
had like
knows what's coming.
drawings. He had like drawings in his room, and that's why like the wife leaves you now. Okay.
Okay, so where am I? Are we like my wife is gone, but the kids are still there?
No, your wife and kids are there, and also they're her partner right now, Joel.
Joel, listen to
Okay,
me,
they
man.
believe you. Okay, no, he believes you. Okay,
Okay,
he believes you. Now, what do?
here's what we're gonna do.
You're in the middle of New York City. There's going to be this flood, and then these innumerable amounts of bees.
We need to get to Utica. We need to get to
Utica.
we need to get to the University of Utica. There's a
Okay.
bunker there. There's a bunker there. It can hold 1,000 people. I'm on the list. There's room for 4 of us. So one of us, yo, get off. Are you on your phone right now?
Me?
My daughter is always on her phone.
Oh, oh.
Not you. Are you on your phone right now? I'm telling you about the bee apocalypse. It's also a flood.
Shut up, Dad.
You're not listening to me. I take the phone out. I take the phone out of her hands. But what I glimpse is that the bunker in Utica isn't real.
Okay, so it's
It's a
fake.
lie. I've been getting bad info. But the
Okay.
real bunker is in Albany, upstate. Oh my god. You're a genius, daughter. What's your name?
Um, Chloe. Now here's the
Chloe.
thing. Here's the thing. You read it wrong. It's not Albany, New York. It's Albany, Svalbard.
Oh jeez. Svalbard. Okay, so
Yeah.
we're in Albany. I'm like looking for the bunker. Where is
Hmm?
it? Where's the bunker?
Well, you know where Svalbard is, right?
Yeah,
It's
it's an
Albany,
island in
Svalbard.
like the northern. I don't know.
Yeah. So
I
like you
can't
got to
get
get
this.
there. You have to get there. Okay.
Oh, no, I was wrong. We got to get to the Albany International Airport where there's a prop plane. My good old buddy Grumbo.
Grumbo. Okay, you're gonna.
Grumbo. We got to take my family in this 4-seater Cessna to Svalbard. He's like, there's not enough seats on the plane. The plane can't go to Svalbard. That's 1,000. That's 30,000 kilometers away. It's not going to work. I'm like, Grumbo. We can piggyback off in Iceland. He's like, I want to make it to Iceland, man. Um, so, have you seen the end of the Mist?
Yeah,
It's
love
kind of
that
like
movie.
that. It's kind of like that. What happens next?
All right. Honestly, this one got way off track. We'll cut this one short. We'll cut this one short, okay? Because I got some other ones that I think
Yeah.
work a bit better. But you go to your plane crashes, you die. Joel survives though.
Where do we crash? Like in the ocean?
Yeah, you crash in the ocean,
I
and
like. Like Joel survives. The husband.
yeah, he survived.
But he has
That's a
some.
bad ending. It's a bad ending. Okay. Now
Hmm.
I actually had a couple other ones, right? So I'll let you have a choice this time.
All right.
One is a paranormal one.
Oh.
Two is zombies,
All right.
and three is aliens.
Oh, I like aliens.
Okay,
Like
this
the
is
movie.
inspired by I saw Cloverfield lately, right?
Which one?
Cloverfield. You've seen that
The,
movie?
there's like 3.
The first one,
No,
the only one worth watching.
I haven't seen that.
Okay,
I
it's
saw
really
the
good.
other
But
two though.
they have like this giant alien monster, right?
Yeah.
And that's going on. Okay, so you live in uh New Tokyo, New Sans Fran, Tokyo. It's on the western coast of the
Okay.
U.S.
Okay.
Now, what's happened is these giant aliens have invaded the Earth, or like woken up like from the deep ocean, and they're attacking. And you're mounting a resistance along with the gamers The gamers who
Gamers.
work together with the Japanese. That's why it's in U Sans Fran Tokyo or
Okay.
whatever. And they start to make giant mechs. Okay.
Okay.
Now you also have a son in this universe that
Oh
has
yeah.
weird psychic powers who can also tell the future, and he
Okay.
knows that there's going to be a wave of giant monsters, alien monsters, coming to attack.
Okay.
Okay.
So, who am I?
Um,
You're just there. My son has. Oh, he knows it's coming.
he knows it's coming.
Okay.
All right. And what do you do?
Okay. So
Right.
I go to the mech headquarters.
Okay.
Okay.
You're at the mech headquarters.
And we sneak in.
You're almost immediately caught by a military patrol.
No, I
They're
sneak
putting
in. We're yes anding. You can't tell me no.
No, like you snuck in, but you're caught
Okay.
by a patrol in the
I have
middle
to.
of like the lunchroom.
I have to talk to Director Fury.
Director Fury.
Furyson.
Okay.
Furyson.
Director Furyson. Okay.
What do they say?
All right.
I
They
gotta talk to him.
say,
It's like 1,000 Krakatoas.
"Hi, hi, Sunima-sen. Fury-san. I don't
I
really, I
thought
don't know Japanese. So
I,
Fury's here. He has 2 eye patches. His eyes got clawed out by one of the aliens, and he just has he has really good hearing. That's how he knows where you
Are
are.
you looking at me, Dr. Furyson?
Yes, I'm looking at you.
I'm telling you, it's giving like 1,000 Krakatoas.
Hey, 1,000 cockatoos, you say?
Look at my son. Look at my son. My son is real freaky. He can see the future. You know what he's seen? A wave of kaijus as tall as the
Kaiju.
Empire State Building, and
Okay.
taller than that still.
All right, I believe you because my son also is telekinetic,
What?
and he drew drawings of you coming here to tell us that your son drew drawings of the giant kaiju wave with the force of 1,000 Krakatoas. Okay, so Fury's on your side. Fury's on your side.
You gotta put me in the suit.
We had just put you in a suit. We gotta make you a suit. So now it's kind of like Build-A-Bear. You get to design your suit. You're designing your kaiju suit. Okay.
Okay.
Now,
Okay, first, it's as tall as 2 Empire State Buildings.
all right, yeah. Your Jaeger. I'm ripping off what's it called
Pacific Rim.
Pacific Rim now. Your Jaeger is 2 Empire State Buildings tall.
Okay.
It's about the size of one of the giant bee kaijus. There's a lot of types, but they do have giant bees. You get to design it now. Choose like its form, like the shape.
It looks like
weapons, everything.
It looks like a person.
Okay, real fucking creative.
It's got 3 legs because like 2 legs isn't stable. You need like 3, so you always have 2 points of contact.
I mean, technically, you got 3 legs. You know what I mean?
We'll do 4. We're gonna do 4 legs.
Oh,
so
tripod action.
3 points of contact.
Oh,
it's got a really big gun.
So I'm confused right now. So how are it always has 3 points of contact.
It's got 4 legs.
Yeah.
1 leg moves at a time. And it pivots around it's like a bar stool.
The fuck?
What do you mean? This is like so clear. It's got 4 legs, only 1 leg moves at a time.
Okay.
And it pivots around the legs so it can go anywhere. It has a really big gun. I'm in it. I'm in the suit.
You just chose a fucking 4-legged human with a giant gun on its head.
I didn't say it was on its head. It's in its hands.
Yeah, it is. It's on the head.
It also has 2. Okay, yes, and it's got 2 big guns in its arms.
All right.
I'm in the suit, in the head. The best spot to be is the very small, vulnerable head up top with a big glass window. My son's in there because he knows what's coming. So he warns me.
He can only draw it. He
has like an iPad or something. I don't know.
Well, actually, they don't have iPads anymore, but they can make him play Fortnite, and he can build what's going to happen in Fortnite.
Okay, so he's in Fortnite, and he's like fighting the kaiju. But what he doesn't realize
like it's a simulation.
Is he thinks it's a simulation, but it's actually real.
All right, Ender's Game as well. Okay.
No, I made this up.
Okay, yeah, okay.
So he's able to like nuke their whole world. He kills all of them. Okay. Every single kaiju, and he thinks it's great. He's like, well, what do we? But all those people died. And I'm like, kid, that wasn't. I'm Harrison Ford now. It was real. But I'm also in the suit,
Okay,
so he made me do it. So I was just
and this is in Fortnite.
he's in Fortnite. I'm in the suit.
Okay,
I'm in
okay,
the suit, 4 legs, 3 guns, pivots. He's in Fortnite. He's doing terrible things to these. They have feelings. They can feel. They have their complex thinking creatures. We wipe them out.
okay. Now what's happening is
It's not me. I'm in the suit. He's
yeah,
doing the. So it's not like I'm doing it.
yeah, virtually in Fortnite.
I'm getting like clap now, kind of like instructions.
Yeah, but
Silence.
like
Ghost. He's
as
in
you're
Fortnite.
doing this, the kaiju's are like coming to San Francisco, Tokyo, Tokyo,
Yeah.
where
New
you live.
San Fran.
New
Well, I'm
San
in the
Francisco, Tokyo.
I'm in the
That
suit.
one's kind of ripped off of Big Hero 6. Um, now you okay? So they're coming. Your son's doing his holy war, Dune style.
Yeah,
Okay,
it's real
and
jihad.
the kaiju are coming in, and to your left you have uh, a person who's in a giant kaiju, but the kaiju is a chainsaw.
The kaiju is a chainsaw.
Yeah.
Like, does it
Uh,
move? Does it have legs too? How many legs does it have?
no. It's just a chainsaw, and they pretty much like make like the shit spin. It's the
Yeah.
actual chainsaw, and the chainsaw is wielded by Furyson.
Oh my god. Is he big
Right.
too? How big is he?
He's in a mech.
Oh, he's in a
He's not.
mech.
What do you mean? He's gonna be fucking massive, size two Empire State Buildings?
So he's
Okay.
in a suit. Is he following orders too?
Well, technically, he's the leader.
No, no, keep up. My son is the leader because he's in Fortnite and he's making all he's doing Ender's Game on these bugs.
Uh huh.
But I'm in the
With
suit.
he has Goku and Naruto on his side fighting Joker.
I
Who's
thought
eating the
Fury Son
gritty.
had no eyes.
No, I'm talking about your son. This is your son. Fury Son has his. It's like shaped like a centipede.
Is his son in there too?
Yeah,
You
his
said
son's
his
in
son
there
was
too.
psychic. Is he in Fortnite as well?
Yeah, his son is also in Fortnite.
Okay.
Um, but he's spectating. He died. He's spectating your son.
How does Fury Son know what to do in his suit? I'm in my suit. My son is in Fortnite.
Yeah,
Fury Son
and
is in
you're
his
giving
suit.
your son. You said you're giving your son like encouragement orders, right? And his son is spectating your son so he can hear those orders.
No, my son's giving me orders because he can see the future. Are you listening to anything that's going
I
on?
hate this bit. This bit sucks.
Okay. Well, we Ender's Game the bugs and everything's good
Okay,
again.
all right,
I think. Don't they
it's
like
good.
blow up their planet? We gotta do
Yeah,
that. Whatever that is. We gotta make sure that happens.
you gloss the planet like in Halo. It's done.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
You know what? I kind of want. We'll do one more scenario, and this one is going to be very grounded. Like I want you to act super realistic.
Okay.
Like this
Okay.
is you, okay? And we're going ghosts,
Ghosts.
right?
Okay. That's kind of scary because if I
Okay.
saw ghosts in real life, I'd be like freaked out.
I got like two scenarios I'm thinking of. Okay.
Okay. Lead with your strongest one.
The strongest one might be a ripoff of an Inner Historian video. Um,
Hmm.
trying
Hopefully,
to
there's
think
no
here.
overlap in our audience.
Yeah. I'll go for the other one because the other one's a bit more fun. Okay. So you and your friends, you can choose two friends, 2 to 3 friends. Choose them right now. Who you want going with you on this ghost trip
Like
before
real
you know any
people.
other details.
Are real people?
Yeah, real people, but also your son Joel,
Okay. So it's my
who has
son.
some weird psychic connection.
It's my son Joel. He's addicted to Fortnite, and I think he's weird because he draws weird stuff.
Yeah, no,
Usually,
because like
it's usually my.
every ghost story has like the weird fucking kid,
He keeps
right?
drawing my own death, which is kind of
Okay.
scary.
Uh
And
huh.
he keeps looking at me and saying, "Papa, it's coming." Um,
And I guess instead of your son's adopted, and then you can have Michelle.
son's adopted.
Yeah, you and Michelle adopted Joel
Okay, we
from
adopted Joel,
Estonia.
so he's
Okay,
Estonian.
he's Estonian.
Very pale.
Uh huh. Who you
Okay,
bring?
let's bring. So Joel is one of them.
No, Joel and Michelle don't count. You choose two people.
Joel and Michelle's there too.
Yeah, they're with you. Joel and Michelle are with you
Okay.
because that's the start of the story. Okay.
Okay, so let's bring let's bring Ethan.
Uh-huh.
Uh, Let's bring George.
George. Okay, you one more person.
Can I bring you?
Sure, you can bring me.
Let's bring you, Yash.
Okay. Now, we don't come in the very start of the story. Those are just like your phone of friends, okay?
Okay.
Now, what happens is you're moving to a house. It's in the countryside.
Hmm.
You're a writer. This is a
Oh
timeline
yeah.
where you didn't go to Ivy.
I think it
Instead,
business school.
you're writing club. You stayed in writing club, and you're a writer now. Because also another thing is all like people in horror stories are writers.
They gotta be writers because they're creative types.
Yeah, yeah.
You don't see
And
like, oh, I'm a computer scientist and I'm being haunted. No,
now you're moving to a house.
no. Mm-hmm.
There's a recession right now, and you're buying this house. It's almost
This
too good to be true.
perception. Oh, it's
This
like
price is almost too good to be true, and you take all your savings, every single one of them, to this house that's it's near this some small village. You know what? You're in Scotland. This is
in
Scotland.
Scotland.
This is in Scotland. It's a small
Okay.
village in Scotland,
Mm-hmm.
and the house is located on a hill,
Mm-hmm.
which is like slightly off the coast. So
Hmm.
when like you can only get there when the tide's low.
Oh, it's like an island
Yeah,
almost.
it's pretty much like an island,
Okay.
and you're pretty much fully cut off once high tide comes. Okay, now you've taken all your savings because you want a secluded place to write.
Yeah.
You've kind of haven't written ahead in a while.
Oh
Now
yeah.
you move there with Michelle and
Much better.
your psychic adopted son Joel from Estonia.
Uh-huh.
Okay, now you're moving in.
This is good.
Now,
This is gonna be good for us. This is gonna be great. This is gonna be good for us, sweetie. It's a fresh start. We're here in beautiful Scotland.
uh
Scotland, part of the UK.
not
Look at
willingly.
look at this home. Look at this beautiful home for us. It's almost too good to be true.
Yeah, and now you see the home. It looks terrifying. Okay, it like you think it looks fine, but like to like us, like out of character, OOC,
Hmm.
it's fucking creepy, dude. It's
It's got
creepy. It's like this weird, like
hmm.
stone gothic looking house,
Oh, it's for
right?
stone. It's for castle.
Yeah, it's kind of like castle. And you okay, so you go inside, and it's very dirty, and you got to spend the first little bit cleaning up, right? So
Okay.
what do you do? There's like an attic, there's a basement, there's two floors. Um, you and Michelle have a bedroom on one side of like the upper wing,
Okay.
and your
Yeah.
son's bedroom is on the other side. Okay.
Well, I guess we better clean and get all that dust out of here. Joel, take this 50-year-old flashlight to the basement, would you? It doesn't work, but you can smack it, and it kind of works really well when you smack it a few times. I'm gonna go to the attic.
Okay, you're sending your son to the basement immediately.
Well, he has to go clean. It's a
Okay.
team effort. I'm
All
going to the attic.
all
Michelle's in
right.
the drawing room.
You say Michelle's in the kitchen?
The drawing room. Did I say what? I wouldn't say
No, no,
that.
no. I'm putting words in your mouth. Putting
She's
words
in
in
the
your mouth.
salon.
She's in the salon. She's cleaning the salon. Okay.
I go to the attic. This flashlight torch, it's called over there. It's 90 years old. I don't
Okay.
think it
What?
runs with batteries. I think it's like hand cranked.
Okay. You have a hand crank torch. So.
My son has like it's a candle. I think he's got like a candle.
Okay. So it's downgrade from
It runs on like whale fat. It's like that old.
a wheel fat
It's like
candle.
blubber.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you send your son downstairs to the basement. All right, and you're going up to the attic. So
So
you go up the attic, and there's cobwebs everywhere. Okay, you're in the attic now,
I hate these. Get these cobwebs out of here.
right? And what do you know? You're gonna look around. You can roll a virtual d20. You
What's
know,
with all these
I'm getting a
mannequins?
dice roller right now.
Okay.
Okay, so you're gonna do a perception check.
Okay. Give me a perception check.
Okay, you've rolled a 20. Oh
Oh my.
fuck.
Okay. So that's
Okay,
what do
so
I see?
now you're looking around and you see all these mannequins and you see a chest. See, that's what they call like no, a trunk. Sorry, they call it trunks. You see a trunk,
There's a chest here. The trunk is like
yeah,
oh
and it's on the opposite side of the mannequins, and there's like a ray of light coming through like this circular window straight on the chest, the trunk.
It's weird all these mannequins are looking at me.
Yeah, they're looking at you, and they're like arranged in a way where they're all looking at the trunk. Okay.
Oh, they're looking at me.
Well, like they're looking at you, but you're like near the center of the room.
Huh.
Okay, and like they're looking at you, but they're still facing the trunk. Like,
Oh,
okay, so
their heads are like
it's
backwards.
it,
Yeah,
it's like a U.
they're like an
This
owl.
is like you, and then the
Mhm.
trunk is like on the other side.
Okay, so I'm like, oh,
You
score,
go, and since you rolled
score.
20, you open them a trunk, right? And you
Strung open.
find a kilt.
Oh, a kilt.
You find a kilt.
Mm.
Um, a another hand crank flashlight.
Another hand crank torch.
Another hand crank torch, and you find a diary. Okay,
Diary.
and you know, fuck it. Also, a really nice cigar.
A cigar.
Okay, and this you find the diary. Okay, and the diary is of the groundskeeper, the
The
groundskeeper's son,
groundskeeper's son.
the groundskeeper's son who managed this castle back in, or like manor, whatever the fuck, back in the day. Okay,
Hmm.
and pretty much, yeah, you're gonna start looking at that, but you hear knocking behind you. Okay, yeah,
Hello? Hello?
you
Who's
can hear
there?
you can hear like a sort of flame flickering. Okay, you hear more knocking.
Hello?
Okay,
Who's
uh,
there? Who's there?
okay. Um, it's obviously not your son because your son's in the basement. So I guess you continue going. What do you do? There's all these mannequins. You can like check them. Maybe Michelle's playing a prank, playing a little funny.
Is one of my family members playing a trick on me?
Uh huh.
A trick?
Uh, one of the mannequins just falls over,
Ah!
and then all the other ones fall over. Like in
Oh!
a wave, they all fall over. Okay. Now, are you staying up there, or do you like creep,
Must be a
get the fuck
draft
out?
in here.
Yeah, the enclosed attic. There must be a draft.
Okay, I
Okay.
grab all the things from the chest and I book it down the stairs.
Uh huh. Okay. Now it's been a few hours. You see Michelle's made some good progress. She's moved on from the drawing room
Where's our
to
son?
the foyer, and yeah, your son. See, you haven't really heard much from him.
Have you heard
Michelle
from our
hasn't really
son
seen him either.
Joel?
No, dearie.
Oh my god.
I don't remember how Michelle sounds, man. It's
I
been
don't think
years.
it's
Okay.
that.
Okay. So Michelle's like, okay, no, we
I
haven't
think
seen
I
your
sent
son.
him to the basement 4 hours ago.
You sent our adopted son from Estonia, Joel, where? The basement? You don't know where
Yeah.
he is?
Well, he's probably in the basement.
What if there's like spikes or like drug traps?
Spikes or drug traps?
I
We're in the-
can't believe you sent our son down there.
Well, I'm just gonna go. It's just the basement. We're gonna go down and find him.
Okay. All right. So you're gonna head towards the basement.
I'm going down the stairs.
Okay.
My footsteps.
And when
Joe,
you
Joe.
go to the basement, and at the bottom of the stairs, you just see his candle, just sitting in the middle on the middle of the floor, to the bottom of the steps. It's not fallen over anything. It looks like it's just been placed down.
Joel, you must be nearby. Obviously. Joel. It's so dark down here. It's
Mm-hmm.
almost like it's windowless. Joel, I'm like cranking.
Okay.
I'm
And
fanning left and right. I'm fanning my torch left and right, and it's focusing. And I see a boy. Oh my god! But it's not my boy. It's the groundskeeper's son. Oh my god! And he's got no fingers. Ah! And I say,
and
"Where's my son? Where's my boy? Where's my boy?"
so turns
I,
out,
yeah.
you go up to like the groundskeeper's son. You're gonna ask him where your boy is,
Wait,
and
is he a ghost or is he real?
no, you see, like, you go there because like, what the fuck is going on? Where's my son? So you go up to him and you like touch the shoulder, and then there's a big wave of like smoke type stuff, like, oh, dust. You like wipe it away, and then your son's there. Your it's like your son's there, and he's like, what's going on? What's going on? Right?
Son, it's Joel. It's been 4 hours.
And he's done like nothing. He's done nothing.
It looks
Like he was
awful down
crawling on the
here.
ground, and like all over the floor, it looks like he's just been writing down. It's like weird, like old Gaelic. And your
Joel,
son, he's from Estonia.
you've been messing around down here for hours. It's been 4 hours. You haven't done anything. You had one job, and now you're writing. And
I
I mess it up. I mess it up.
He's like, no, I was playing with Greginold.
Dragonfold?
Greginold.
Oh, you and your fanciful imagination, Joel.
He's
Don't come
not.
up till you're done.
You can't do that. Greginold said you'd say this. He's my friend.
Dragonfold's not your friend. He's got no fingers.
That's what you would think.
I saw him. I think.
Okay.
I'm not
Yeah.
too
So
sure right
you've seen this ghost, and this is your reaction. You've done like nothing. Okay, you know what? Fuck it. Fuck it. The door at the top of the stairs slams shut. You drop your hand crank flashlight. It's dark, and the candle whiffs out. It's pitch black, and your son says,
Michelle. Michelle. What? Shut the fuck up, Joel.
"I'm not Joel."
Greg and all? You don't sound Scottish.
Die! And
Is he stabbing me? What's going on?
you feel like a giant scratch on your back,
Oh, my back.
like from your shoulder down to your hip.
Oh, my entire back scratched up.
And your wife, I guess, or Michelle, I don't know what your relationship at this point is.
Yeah.
But she opens the door, is like, what's going on?
Honey, there's something down here.
Okay.
Something down here.
So you got so you go up. Joel's like still like kind of acting like a fucking freak, and I guess you're gonna tell Michelle about the ghost.
Michelle, I saw something down there. Something terrible. Something awful. Something
And
that makes me question everything.
uh
Our son
and
was
you're
down
still
there
bleeding it
for.
through.
I'm still bleeding through. I'm wearing a new shirt, but it's bleeding through. I didn't dress it at all. Michelle,
Uh-huh.
I saw something so terrible, so awful. You won't believe it. It makes me question who I am. Our son was down there for 4 hours and he didn't do anything.
Well, it's because of you. This is the stuff you've taught him.
He got him when he was like, we only got him like a month ago from the orphanage.
Okay. Well,
So it must be the orphanage people.
all right. So I guess you know what, you get your back treated. You almost beat your son
Beat him.
because you almost do, because you're like, this is all your fault, okay?
It's all
And
your fault, Joel.
you just decide to go to bed. You're not done cleaning, but you decide to go to bed, okay?
Yeah, I'm gonna hit the hay. I've had a real long day with, I think, Scottish ghosts.
Greginold.
Can't be sure. I can't be sure. He didn't sound Scottish to me.
So wait, so have you told her that you think there are ghosts in the house?
I mean, she's gonna think I'm crazy. I'm not gonna say that.
Okay, so you don't tell her, and
Secret.
she's still like wondering where the fuck this giant scratch. It's like claw mark along your back. You're just not going to tell her.
Well, I was like, I bumped into something down there.
Okay.
She's gonna think if I'm like, oh, there's a ghost down there. She's gonna think I'm crazy. I mean, he's got no fingers. How would he even scratch her? It's a good question. Right? He used his toes. I wouldn't know.
Well,
it was dark. I didn't see her.
Well, I guess you're back. You're in your bedroom. You're Michelle. You're bleeding into the bed. Still, by the way, you're bleeding to the bed,
The mattress is like soaked.
And you feel like someone come and just lie in bed as well.
Oh, honey,
she's already there, and I guess you think it's your son. Okay.
Oh, Joel, I know you're longing for parental comforts. This is
Yeah,
an orphan. But we're
yeah.
your new parents, so it's all good. Get in here. Get in here. Get in here.
He
Go.
doesn't say anything. He's still just lying in bed.
You're awfully,
You're like facing like outward, and he's just like behind you. He's like lying in between you and Michelle,
you're
right?
awfully quiet, Joel.
Uh huh. It's like now you hear a knocking on the door. You're knocking,
But but if there's knocking at the door,
and
then
now your son Joel
Joel at the door
peers in the door,
in the threshold.
and
Oh
he's like,
no!
"Daddy, Daddy,
Oh my god!
have you?" Now what do you do? So you know that your son's at the door.
Yeah.
What do you
But
do about the
some
thing in the bed?
well, I'm real groggy, so I'm like, what?
Yeah, it's like 3 a.m.
What? But I have a sip of water because you wake up, it's like 3 a.m. You're so thirsty.
Okay, so
I
your son's still at the door. Michelle's asleep. There's something behind you. You go and get
I'm
like
so you're
water
waking up
bottle
3 in
and
the
you drink
morning,
some water.
just so thirsty. Like, oh,
Okay.
okay. Once that, I got to rub my eyes. I got like sleep in my eyes. I'm like rubbing my eyes. I'm like, oh.
Um,
Then
something hands you the water bottle.
thank you.
Uh-huh.
Wait a minute.
And so what do you do then? The water
Then
bottle.
I like I roll over to see what's going on because I'm still groggy. It's like 3 in the morning.
Uh-huh.
And what do I see?
There's nothing there. There's nothing there.
Oh, okay.
Uh-huh.
There's nothing there.
There's nothing there.
What are you talking about?
All right.
So what am I supposed to freak out? There's nothing there.
Yeah, because like something handed you this water bottle.
What if I was?
You haven't taken a sip yet, though.
Oh, I'm still holding it.
Yeah.
Uh, I look in the water.
It's too dark to look in the water.
I turn my lamp on.
You don't have a lamp on right now.
Where am I
There's no
lamp?
electricity.
I turn the flashlight on.
If the flashlight fell in the basement, remember? You didn't pick it up.
You said I found another one in the trunk.
Yeah, but that's in the foyer.
Okay, well, is it a moonlit night?
No. It's very cloudy and rainy.
So is there like anything I can use?
No.
I just drink it. I just drink.
Well, your son has this kid. Okay, you drink it. It's not water.
Is it blood?
It's blood.
I still like this. Like, I don't know. I don't drink blood.
Okay, now what do you do?
Well,
I really tried to get you to fucking drink that.
I'm like, oh, Michelle, there's blood in the water.
Oh, you froze. Wow.
Am I back?
Oh, are you back? Wow, this is real awkward. So he kind of froze. He has this dumb face on the video. Kind of sucks at this. To be honest. Hello. See, this is real. Any other podcast, you wouldn't have such genuine moments as you do here with the tech support and all. This is real podcasting. Trust me on this one. Okay. Now it says that he's experiencing some. Oh, he's offline. Okay, I think his internet died. So I guess I'll continue. You know what? This is a dumb bit. I expect him to act a bit more rationally. Now I'll just say what I do. Okay. Let's say I move into this like haunted castle,
Hello?
right? The first thing I try and do in this situation, which Henry didn't do, is even before I know it's haunted or anything, I do some sort of ritual, okay? Like if I'm going to this small village, this castle that's separated, I've seen enough movies to know, I don't believe in ghosts. I don't believe in ghosts. But I'd still do some spiritual shit, okay? It's sort of like a housewarming. You don't just go into the house, right? So I do some spiritual shit, so I actually know what I'm getting into, you know? And that was his biggest L, his biggest failure, is he didn't do any of that, okay? He's not good at this, right? So, I see him. He's back. In Discord, at least. Now, honestly, the first thing I do, genuinely, like this kid's adopted. He's from Estonia. Put him up for adoption. Like you just adopted this kid, and he's weird as shit. Like, why are you gonna keep him? Like, sure, he's your adopted son, but I don't think you care about him that much. Like, if your son is like haunted and he's doing this weird, freaky ghost shit, no, not in my house. Not in my house. Like that's not happening. I know this sounds fucked up, but like I'm not letting my freaky adopted son do this shit. Like if my son comes home, like I come home one day and I see my son like giggling in his bedroom and he's like talking to an imaginary friend, that's it. That's the final straw. Genuinely. Genuinely. Um wow, I'm really stalling right now. Oh, I'll call Henry here. His computer died, so you'll get to join the genuine reaction.
So my computer, it's plugged in, but it's like still not charging.
Uh-huh.
Oh no, it's like so stupid.
You're on air, by the way. You're on air right now.
I know. I'll we can cut it every time. I just gotta.
You're gonna cut it. I've had a great bit going. I'm talking to the audience right now. I'm being real genuine with them.
Oh my god.
Critiquing your every move. You have nothing. You can't defend yourself.
What did I do? I didn't say anything.
Like I've been telling him, like he. Okay,
no.
like we can just end this here. I would have continued, but honestly, this is too creative for me. If you can do this sort of stuff, it probably work better. But my first thing is like, why do you keep your son, your adopted son from Estonia?
Why do I keep them?
Yeah, because like I was just telling the audience here that like if my adopted son from Estonia is doing some freaky ghost shit, they're going back to the orphanage.
Oh my god. You can't send them. They have so much hardship in their life.
Yeah, but like, it's his fault. Like, if he has an imaginary friend named Greganold, like, I wouldn't let this even reach this point.
What is my? But he's just imaginative. That's why we love him.
Yeah.
He's got an overactive imagination, so he'll grow out of it.
That's what they all say. Like, see, you die. Like, you're like the dad from every single Paranormal Activity movie.
We'll just set up cameras. We'll call the Warrens.
You call the Warrens?
From like The Conjuring, yeah. We're gonna call them. They're gonna figure it out for us.
You wouldn't even call the boys?
The boys?
Yeah, us. Yeah, Ethan. You got Gogi, and you got me.
Oh yeah, I call them.
Yeah.
Oh my! I can't know what's going on here. My computer doesn't like to charge.
Your port might be a little fucked up.
Oh my god.
We could cut the episode short if you want.